this. I'm going to read it. Oh, we're live. Welcome to 60 Cycle Hum. Just Ryan and Steve hanging out.
That's right. I'm not your other Steve, but
not the usual Steve, a different Steve. A vibe type of Steve, I guess. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm good. Been hanging out all day, watching you jam in here and talk to other people.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Oh, I wasn't waiting. I was honestly not even really expecting to even get in. And then they're like, hey, you want to go in after Colin? And I was like, man,
I came here for you guys.
I don't want to follow Colin, but okay.
Yeah, doing a whole string of these things.
Yeah, you're a trooper. Just
what you guys are doing is really the pathway to gear enlightenment.
Well, I didn't think about it that way, but okay. Sounds a little bit deeper than, shooting dumb guitar videos in my garage.
Well, those are the good ones.
Those are the good ones. Yeah. I mean, I just did a video before this asking why guitars smell a certain way. So.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
I think, you know what I like more than the way the guitar smells? The way the case smells.
That's what I was just doing, because I was walking around in there earlier. I was like, there's that smell. What is that smell?
It brings me right back.
And I found it. I found where the smell comes from. They have these giant blocks of gelatinous glue.
Okay.
That is what they melt it and they use it to stick the Tolex down.
I knew there was something attractive to me when I was a teenager about sniffing glue. Maybe not.
I feel so relieved that I found that smell, because I've opened up cases before and I'm like, what is this? Is it the wood? And someone was like, yeah, that's walnut. But I've smelled it on other guitars.
You were smelling chemicals.
Yeah, I was sniffing glue.
Yeah, it's kind of like a new car too.
Yeah, it's that new car smell. It's probably just glue.
Yeah, it's probably
just glue.
It just keeps you stoned and you think it's good.
I mean, I'm not going to disagree. So
in California,
I've been told there's things you can't show here. There's things you can show. Do you want to show something? Or talk about
one thing
something?
I can show that I'm really very excited about is this. We're at the Synergy, inner sanctum.
Yes.
And I've been working with them for a while on this module here, the VAI module. It's the green one.
Oh, of course, it's the green one. Obviously.
One of these is different than the other. And it's fantastic.
Wouldn't you feel bummed if you had just one of the black ones and you'd be like,
I wouldn't.
It's not the green one, guys. It's the black one.
I couldn't. I couldn't sleep at night if I had something like everybody. Neither should you.
No.
Anyway, the really cool thing about this system is these are all different amplifier modules, and they're based on the preamp section of these historic amplifiers.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no modeling. It's all tubes, and it's really quite fantastic. It's called the Synergy system, and with it, you can have rack after rack, but each module is an amplifier basically. A preamp, I should say,
right,
that then goes through an amplifier. But before it does that, it goes through my fractal system and my pedal board. So then it comes out in stereo. So I can switch between any of these amps. But this is the one I use the most, because this is the one I designed with them that has kind of my sound to it. It's just the VAI module, the green VAI module. It's got some cool things like the tinted pots.
So is it based on a specific amp? Or
well, I've always kind of chased a sound that I've evolved through the years. And the last iteration of that was Legacy from Carbon. It was a great amp, still is a great amp.
Mm-hmm.
And, when they kind of slowed down, I moved into some different developments.
Sure.
So it's kind of an evolution of the Legacy.
Gotcha. I actually lived down the street from the old Carbon building. Not down the street, but
down here in San Dimas?
I was down in San Diego.
San Diego.
Yeah, I was by the San Diego shop. So like 10 minutes away from there. Cool. But yeah, that's cool. I don't use any sort of rack gear or anything like that, but people have been talking me up about this when I found out that I might be hanging out with you.
Yeah.
Like,
well, it's not really rack. I mean, it's in a rack.
Sure.
But usually rack. Yeah,
it's a module, guys.
It's a module.
Don't get confused. It's a module. Sorry, I screwed that up.
But it's in a rack, so he's correct.
Right. It's a module in a rack. We're in America. We're not in Iraq. It's a mod.
He's got a racket going on.
Sorry, guys. Should we?
He's making quite a racket.
Let's see if there's any good questions in here. There's usually not.
He didn't mean that. Okay.
No, people are just talking to each other.
Okay.
Ask some good questions, guys, and maybe Steve will answer your question.
Get your whole thing laid out.
I know. I don't usually do this. I don't usually do live stuff. This is exciting stuff.
We're live.
Just hanging out, reading the comments with Steve Vai. No big deal.
What does it say? Ooh, Ninja.
Who Ninja is, he's probably very excited that you just said his name. He's a very famous live YouTube commenter among us, among us gear YouTubers. Like, he's on everyone's live feeds.
Okay.
Well, maybe you should just play or something.
What does he mean by Pia Peak?
I have no idea. I honestly have no idea.
I do.
Steve knows. He says, tell him I upgraded my Evo with titanium here in Barcelona. Inventor said that.
Oh, he may be referring to the bar, maybe?
Yeah, maybe.
Could be. Good idea. They don't break. I've only broken 2 in the past 10 years or something.
You've broken bars before?
Oh, yeah, they used to break all the time.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I'm pretty heavy on my bars. I've never broken one of them. Strong boy over here.
Well,
way to flex.
When you use it as much as I do, it tends to.
You do use your bar a lot. I was
do.
meaning to talk to you about that.
I know. My shows are like Floyd Rose clinics.
Phil McKnight, because I was like sitting around like, oh, if I talk to Steve, I don't know what I'm going to say. What do you say to Steve? And he was like, Brian, you should talk to him about something that you know, and it'll be good for your channel. He wants me to talk to you. I'm talking about Phil McKnight. He wants me to talk to you about surf music.
Surf music.
Because that's kind of
you like surf music?
That's my genre. That's my niche.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah. I was wondering, like, is that, I mean, you're obviously chiefly like an instrumental guy.
Yeah.
Like, did that have any sort of, like, anything to do with you coming up into playing guitar or anything like that, or any kind of influence on you?
Well, it was a sound that I liked.
Yeah.
You know, because there was a twang to it, and there was those great sounding surf records. There's a body to the note. You hear the note in a completely different way than when it's smothered in distortion and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And they usually require like a Telecaster or a Stratocaster.
Sure.
This kind of thing.
Single coil.
Yeah. So I love the sound of it, but it's also instinctually I knew it would be very hard to play a guitar like that. They're bone dry.
Yeah.
And they're very twangy. And I just always was more of a legato kind of a shreddy kind of a,
sure,
you know, but I love that sound, but I can't do it. I'm not very
good at it. You don't think you're good at it?
I never really tried it.
To me, it's like simple stuff because it's just like following melody lines and stuff, like following the melody. Of like
yeah.
a pop
I mean,
song.
I could probably get like a sound like this up somehow.
He says it's too hard. I don't think he can do it.
You gotta pick way down here.
Yeah, you do.
All that crazy stuff.
Well, you just made my day. That's awesome.
Well, you know what? You should give us a little demo. Here.
Oh my gosh.
Come on, I'll hold the camera.
Okay.
Okay, that's me. Hi.
So you know Nita Strauss?
Of course, very well. She's a piece.
So I got to make a video with her
player.
in Germany, where I got to play her guitar because she wanted me to play surf guitar on it. So now this is apparently my thing.
De-virginize my guitar by surfing on it.
Playing surf guitar on Shred Guitar Legends guitars in front of them.
Play the same riff that I played almost.
Yeah, maybe I should play something else.
No.
Yeah, you really got this thing scalloped up and down.
Yeah.
What should I play?
Yeah, see that sound. I love that sound.
I'm nervous about how to play. Here.
Yeah, I love that sound.
I've got it.
Okay,
if I'm going to hold Steve Vai's guitar, I'm going to abuse the
got it,
here.
or else you're going to get arrested.
Well, give me one of your tones. Give me like a high gain tone.
Go, man, go!
This is ridiculous. I'm surprised how low your bar is with those deep dives you like to do.
Yeah, it doesn't take much. Pull up on it too. So
It goes the other way.
I made this great discovery that when you play octaves and you whammy them, they almost stay in tune. So I've been working on this really cool kind of like. You got to get the left hand too.
So much fun.
So they kind of stay parallel. And it's cool because you can do fifths too.
So much fun. Some people are saying
Doesn't
the
sound
same.
like surf music.
Well, you know what? When I started playing guitar in the mid-late 90s,
Mhm.
first electric guitar I got had a Floyd Rose on it.
Okay.
I had,
I'm sorry.
it was an interesting first string changing experience, I'll say that.
Wow.
But like, I got thrown into like following Gary Hoey because of the Endless Summer 2 soundtrack. And then by way of him, I started listening to you and, Joe Satriani and stuff like that. And so I was a little nervous to come talk to you because that's not where I've ended up in guitar, but it's certainly an area that I started in. And so this means a lot to me. Thanks for hanging out with me.
Well, thank you.
Live
All
streaming,
right.
reverse
Great,
handshake, wrong
got a
hands.
Great crowd there. Thanks. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, thanks for
Yeah, I'll
humoring
see
me.
you.
Bye, everyone. Stay grounded.
Thanks for surfing us.
Thanks, Steve.
You got it, man. Very cool.
Oh, now is the awkward moment where I try to fumble with turning off the stream. There we go. Bye, everyone.